Hey everybody, this is Rob from Crown of Thorns. Again, I'm coming to you while on the road. I was not able to get a Bible study done, a proper Bible study done in front of the whiteboard this week. Everything just kind of got away from me. Had my first DJ event of the season this past weekend. So that was just one of a few things that kind of prevented me from, getting a proper Bible study done. But I still wanted to put up a video. I like to at least put something up, just so that everybody has an idea as to what's going on. Anyway, that's the reason why I wasn't able to get in front of the whiteboard. But know this, I am working on a Bible study video, which is probably going to be kind of controversial. It's something that I've been studying for quite some time now. I haven't mentioned it, I haven't brought it up. It's just something that I've been studying, the biblical aspect, and then also the true scientific aspect. All right, we have to be cautious when we rely on science. The Bible warns us of science falsely so called, and there's a lot of that out there. But there is some true science. Not everything that comes out of the science book is a lie. A lot of it is true. That's where our discernment needs to come into play. We need to be able to decipher between what is real and what is a lie. And so I've been looking at a lot of science applications, good science, but more so than that, biblical applications. And again, I don't want to say too much right now. You'll have to wait till next week when I get back in front of the whiteboard. But it's a huge topic. It's something that Christians are divided on. But I think that after studying this out, I think I've come to my own conclusion, and I think that it's the biblical conclusion. So enough about that, but just know that next week I will be back in front of the whiteboard with a very controversial Bible study, but I think it's gonna be really good. Again, I'm working on that and putting that together, even over the past couple of weeks. I just wasn't able to get it finished up in time. But I wanted to address some questions and comments that have come up on my YouTube channel and in the emails that I get. First of all, somebody had written in and had said that they had received a prophecy from God, and then he went on to explain what the prophecy was. We need to be really, really careful. I've said this before. If anyone ever comes to you and says, "Oh, I got this vision from God," or "God came to me in my dream," or "He revealed a prophecy to me," the best thing that you can do is get away from that person. You can try to correct them, as I did, but more times than not, it's not going to do any good. And after a while, you just have to walk away and pray for them. But this guy, left a message saying that he received some prophecy. And I don't even remember now what his prophecy was that he had received, because I pretty much tuned out right after he said that God revealed this prophecy to him. We know, if you're rightly dividing your King James Bible, we know that once God, Jesus, had spoken to John in the book of Revelation, that was the very last book of the Bible. And then those books were closed. Everything that we need to know is in the Bible. Okay? In fact, Revelation tells us that if we add to or subtract from these books, it's not good. It's not good for us to do that. So if somebody was to receive a prophecy or some sort of vision from God that God hadn't already revealed in the Bible, then that would mean that God's a liar, right? That would mean that, God's telling this guy something that he didn't reveal in the Bible, and now that whatever was revealed to this guy should now be added to the Bible. But yet, this road, I tell you, I'm going to have to hold my phone. But the Bible tells us that that we're not to add or subtract to the books of the Bible. Everything is already in there. Okay? So I explained that to him, and he came back with, don't you think that with God all things are possible? Yes. Okay? That's kind of a straw man argument, and a very weak one too. And I said, yes, anything is possible with God if it is according to his will. Okay? And it is not God's will to reveal anything else outside of what we have in our Bible. Okay? So therefore, I can accurately say that guy did not receive some sort of a prophecy. If anything, he should be careful, because what he's receiving could actually be something satanic. It could be the devil getting in his mind. He may want to check to make sure that he truly is saved, as he truly trusted on the blood, because a saved person cannot be possessed by the devil. Okay? But if he's receiving some sort of a prophecy, he needs to really check his spiritual condition. That's all I have to say about that. All right? So anyway, yeah, I'm holding my phone right now, so sorry if I do this a lot, but these roads, I live in Michigan, and these roads are junk. And our governor that we have right now, she's an idiot, absolute moron, one of the worst in the entire nation. She ran on the premise of fixing the roads and has not done any of that, has not fixed one road in the 6 years now that she's been in office. Anyway, that's a topic for another channel, my Liberty and Freedom Report. But anyway, that's why I have to hold my phone right now, because the roads here in Michigan never ever got fixed. But anyway, secondly, somebody had written in and said that, and again, use Matthew 24. No one knows. No, I'm sorry, not Matthew 24. Jesus said it elsewhere, but anyway, no one knows the day nor the hour. Actually, it could be Matthew 24 too, as well. Anyway, use the argument that no one knows, not even Jesus, not even the angels, only God knows when the Son of Man will return, when Jesus will return. And it is true that Jesus said that. Okay, he did during his earthly ministry. But there's two things you need to consider. That was during Jesus's earthly ministry. At that point, he may not have known. Okay? But we know that he died, was buried, resurrected, hung around for 40 days, and then he ascended into heaven. And that's where he is right now, and has been for close to 2,000 years. Do you not think that God and Jesus have been talking to each other over these past 2,000 years? You think they're just sitting there staring at each other? I don't think so. I think they're probably talking. And I think God has probably told Jesus, hey, when you were on earth during your earthly ministry, you may not have known the plan, but I'm going to tell you now. So one, I think God has probably most likely revealed that to Jesus by now. He's had 2,000 years in which to do so. Okay? Secondly, again, Jesus said that during his earthly ministry, and also in a different dispensation. He said that to his Jewish audience. Okay? However, he revealed to Paul 7 different mysteries, one of which pertains to the rapture. So, going by what he revealed to Paul, we can put the pieces together and come really close to when Jesus is coming back. I think almost spot on. Not only that, thirdly, again, going to the book of Revelation, which was written and Jesus revealed this to John long after his earthly ministry. He revealed in Revelation 3:3, he said, and I'm paraphrasing, if you're not looking, then you won't know when the Son of Man is coming. It will come upon you as a thief in the night. All right then. Conversely then, if I am looking, if I am aware, if I am looking for the clues and the answers, then what? Then I will know when the Son of Man is coming. See? And that book comes after what Jesus said in Matthew. It was chronologically, it was a later period of time that Jesus said that to his Jewish audience during his earthly ministry. After that, he then talked to John and revealed the book of Revelation. Hence the name Revelation, right? So, when people say that they're not rightly dividing, 2, they must not have read Revelation, and 3, they're not taking into consideration that Jesus has been in heaven for close to 2,000 years. And I'm sure he and God the Father have been talking. All right? So that's that. The next one that came in, somebody had said that they believe that Jesus will come back in the spring. Now, this one I'm not going to be dogmatic about, because it is true that because we're working on a separate calendar, there's a Jewish calendar, of course, there's the Gregorian calendar that we use. It's been tampered with, mostly by the Catholics. Thank you again to the Catholic Church. Anyway, so yes, and I've said this before in my videos, it's hard to accurately pinpoint the specific day, time, whatever, even though we should be looking, because of the differences in our calendars and the errors and whatever else. But to say that Jesus is coming back in the springtime, I don't agree with that. And I'll tell you why. In a number of my videos, I've talked about how Jesus fulfilled all of the spring festivals already. To me, it wouldn't make sense for him to come back during one of the spring festivals or even in the spring, because when he comes back, the goal is to fulfill the fall festivals. Okay? And so it makes sense to me that he would come back during the fall festivals, namely the Feast of Trumpets, especially since Paul mentions at the last trump. So, again, I'm not going to be dogmatic about it, but I strongly believe that Jesus will come back in the fall to fulfill those fall feasts. Namely, when he comes back at the rapture to fulfill the Feast of Trumpets. At the last trump, the dead in Christ will rise, and then we which are alive and remain will go up also. That is what Paul says. So again, I'm not going to split hairs over it, but I think, I don't remember who it was that wrote that in, but I think they've got their timing off a little bit. But again, he was right in that it's, he said he thinks it'll be sometime this year. And I agree that it will be sometime this year. I think it really will be 2022. Again, because we're working with calendars that have been messed with, tampered with, and working on a different calendar than what the Jews use. Again, I don't say anything entirely dogmatically. It may not be this year, but I think there's a really, 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 really strong chance that it will be this year. So, I think that we need to be prepared, be watching. I think it could definitely be 2022. But we'll just have to wait and see. So anyway, I just wanted to make a video explaining why there's no Bible study video in front of the whiteboard, and to address a few of the questions that had come in. And I'm going to try to do that every so often anyway. All right, guys. I will see you again soon in front of the whiteboard for a very, very, very cool and controversial Bible study. All right, take care and God bless.